Good morning, I'm Srikanth Verma. I'm going to explain the seventh experiment of a compiler lab that is related to parser. So the parsing technique recursively parses the input to make a parse tree, which may or may not require backtracking. But the grammar associated with it cannot avoid backtracking. So this parsing technique is regarded recursive as it uses the context tree, the grammar, which is recursive in nature. So now let's go through the code here. So here I've used the package of compiler 7 and I've imported java.scanner for the input and import java.util.stack to enter the values. So here, so these are the arrays which are used in the scan class, that is a static string. This is for the terminals, and the static string. This is for the variables, and the static string. This is for the parse table. And in the same way, I've used the scan class because it's used to take the input from the user. And and here I've used a setters and getters. So this is set terminals, and this is the set variables. And in the parse table, I have created a object for the parse table. This is a new string, and here the variables and the terminals are in the form of length. And and here I've used for loop for the variables and for the terminals. And here for int I equal to 0, I less than variables dot length, then I is being incremented. And for int j equal to 0, my terminals dot length. So the parse table I of j is equal to s dot next. So here the uh, parse table. So here we get the integer values of I and j, and these are stored in the s dot next line. And for the same way, for the output, we have given two I've assigned a variable for I and terminals as j, and and in the same way, here here there is the segment of enter the input string separated by space. Here this is the input string here, and here input is not taken as a string, and it is being converted into the uh, integer. This is the variable stack. This is the stack of characters. Stack is equal to new stack, and the stack of character input is equal to new stack. And this is for the push. So this is the stack pusher of this for input, and I've used a dollar for the push. So in the same way, I've assigned a value for the string output as null, and in the printer, I've used the stack input and output, and here I've used the while loop. So here it, it is used inside because if statements given below, it is used to store the variables, and it is to be reversed. And if output is equal to null, then if output dot if it is equals to output, then it goes on, and it gives a statement of continue. The output is equals, then if the statement is not accepted, then it breaks. Then if it and if it is accepted, then it also breaks. And to reverse, the output is mistreated. So here I have added an object for the string builder. The string builder is used because it is used to reverse the variables from the present in the stack, and it is used to give the input and output from the stack. So here the object for the string builder is a string builder. It is equal to new string builder, and if to reverse of one, if it is equal to ampersand, then it prints the stack input and output, and then prints a continue. And in the same way, if actual reversing happens, then the conversion is done into the string based on the input given into the stack. And a string to push, this is the object created, and in the same way, these for the uh, set of the variables and the variables and the terminals. These were the set terminals where the scanner I used because it used to input, it used to take the input from the user from the setters and in the terminals where the after getting the values it is being stored into the s dot next line and the value is being split in the same way uh, for the set variables. I've used the scanner to get the input from the user, and here a statement is enter all the variables separated by space. Here after giving the input, the value of the variables is being stored into the s dot next line, and it's been split. So now next comes the stack pusher. Here the string is to be pushed. So a string dot append and string dot reverse, and I've created a string of str is equal to st dot to string, and element is been pushed. So it gives the statement of s dot push element, and the value is stored. And in the same way, this the active statement, and here push here the public static string parse. Here the character of the stack is being used, and here the character variable top and input top is used, and here if a variable top is equal to input, then the value of s and I is being popped out, and it gives a statement of 1, and it gets the position of the variable top, and it also gets the variable of the input top. Here, if the variable position is equal to -1, then if it is an input position is equal to -1, then this is for the pop. So in this for every variable after being read, it's been popped into its pair to parser. So these for the search. So here I've initialized the search string. So here I've created a character of a character string. So this the character search is equal to character to string. Here I've used a for loop. So it's used to check the length of the array, and it equals to the length of the array, and it returns the -1. And here is used to this for the printer. After the searcher, this is the printer. And here in the same way, here I've created the append for the printer and the reverse for the printer, and SOP V8 to string, and the string is being replaced at the particular position when the output is being shown. So now let's the output of the print to parser. So here enter all the terminals separated by space here. So here I've entered the terminals. So these are the terminals. So I've entered first these terminals, and I've entered at the second these two. Here when these two terminals come, here when these two terminals come, it is not accepted. It is not accepted because so here we gave another variable, and we have kept in the another row. So here enter all the variables separated by space. So here E in E. So here now there is a two spaces because here the place in the star doesn't contain a terminal of E. So these two are being separated by using the space. In the same way, for A gives ampersand, and T gives FT, and this is the table. This is to enter the input string separated by spaces, and after this, after giving the input, this is the output. So here the string is then accepted. So this is the output for the print to parser. Thank you.